If you struggle with your emotions, I've got the show for you. The Bear is a new comedy drama series by FX that premiered on Disney Plus on July 14th, 2022. It's created by Christopher Storer, who's worked with the likes of Bo Burnham in the past, and let me tell you, this show feels so raw, so authentic, and so original. It's clear thematically that Storer relates deeply with the themes it addresses, but it's also clear that he conducted a high level of research, making this what I would call a masterpiece. It's only 8 episodes. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I am going to talk quite deeply about a lot of the themes that the show addresses, so be wary of that. I'm going to try and convince you to watch The Bear if you haven't already. This is why The Bear is the best new show of 2022. Let's start on the surface. The production of The Bear is utterly flawless. The perfectly rough cinematography complements the completely raw feeling of the entire show. You're pulled into the performances, the outstanding performances. This is an ensemble cast on fire. The way the actors bounce off each other, the way they support each other, the way they struggle with each other, it's consistently believable. The show's pacing is enchanting. Its usage and creation of montage gives Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul a run for their money. It's got rhythm, enhanced by music. I could easily have watched all 8 episodes back to back had time permitted. Everything about The Bear is authentic and raw. It's chaotic, but simple. Even Chicago, the setting, is presented the same way. Throughout the show, we see a lot of establishing shots of the city, but nothing touristy. It's clear that Storer, Chicago-born, has a lot of love for the city and wants to showcase the real, raw Chicago, its kinks and imperfections, its small moments. It's also clear how much research the production team did into accurately reflecting restaurant life. As someone who worked in a similar sloppy establishment for 7 years, I gotta say, this is incredibly accurate. From the small moments of an open can on the floor to a pack of cigarettes in the wrong spot, this is the real deal. Big credit to the sound design for the show too. The way the space sounds, the silent electric hum, first thing in the morning to the craziness of a rush, it's all accurately presented here. And even made me feel nostalgic for the worst job I've ever had, and that's not the last time I'm going to say that in this video. I don't think I can give any higher praise to the cast. Each brings something new and unique to the show, whether their part is big or small. Over the course of 8 episodes, every single one of these guys is gonna make you laugh and cry. Jeremy Allen White and Ebon Moss-Bachrach both are consistently fantastic, from their more subtle scenes to their more feisty. But I want to draw some attention to the absolute scene stealer of the show, a character and actor whose line delivery is so unbelievably funny, realistic, down to earth, and heartbreaking all at the same time. That character is Sydney, portrayed by Ayo Edebiri, who you may know from Big Mouth. Literally every time Ayo was on screen, I couldn't look away. I couldn't even blink because there was just so much to relish about her performance. My god, what a talent. I've also found out that she's a writer, and you can bet I'll be checking out her catalog. Ayo is one to watch. Also a special shout out to Lisa Collins-Zayas, who plays Tina in the show, for such a subtle performance. That lady can convey so much emotion just through her facial expressions. It is crazy. The characters are written so well. They are the blueprint of a successful ensemble cast. Every character has their own ghost, their own aspirations, and their own arcs. The natural transformation of these characters over 8 episodes is genuinely unreal. People find their passions, their loves, and they learn to take pride at what they do. Time for the juicy stuff. What is The Bear all about? Now, this thing has layers. It's obviously got a lot to say about family, community, and what can be accomplished when working as a team. This kind of job is such a pressure cooker of an environment, and it takes a lot of understanding and trust in each other to get through each day. You've got to be there for each other and support each other, even when things are bad. Honestly, as someone who spends pretty much 90% of their job alone these days, I kind of do miss that sense of camaraderie that this sort of environment can create. But that's when it's being done right. When these establishments are not done right, these places can be toxic as holy heck. That's right, folks. That's our next theme. Toxic masculinity. We've got blokes barking orders left, right, and center. Our boy C does make an attempt forward, putting Sydney into a position of authority, but still he must learn to listen. Richie struggles, having been able to say what he wants his entire life, working at beef, doing what he wants. He struggles to listen to Sydney, not wanting to integrate her, because what could a young girl really know, right? We do see these characters bond. It's an up and down journey, but when this bear raises its ugly head in episode 7, Richie's toxic masculinity is on full display. The bear! Why is it called the bear? Other than the family last name, of course. Why do we see a sleeping bear in the cage? This will be entirely subjective and interpreted differently by each viewer, so this is simply my reading of it. At its core, the bear is about grief and our inability, sometimes due to our own issues of masculinity, to let it out. If you don't grieve, the bear sleeps. It continues to sleep, though still intimidating. But like a sleeping bear, if you don't grieve, you can snap. You can be feisty and rough and kill. In an instant, you can make a mistake. We see our characters sleeping, snapping out of nightmares a few times in the show. Their grief brews whilst the bear sleeps. Ultimately, our main 3 all keep things bottled up until they snap. Whether it's a knifing, a complete meltdown, or a punch too hard, the bear will let loose. The bear is about grief and how toxic it can be to keep things bottled up. So that's The Bear. You should watch it. It's incredible. It has helped me in a way I didn't think it could. On a personal level, I've been going through this sort of creative rut that I've been struggling to get out of, and seeing something so authentic, so raw, and so unique and original has really pulled me out of that. It's something that has really been cared for. Also, episode 7, you didn't need to be that good. Like, I knew the show was that good. You didn't have to go out of your way and throw a 20-minute one-shot at me. Anyways, that's my thoughts on The Bear. I've heard it's got renewed for a season 2, so I am looking forward to seeing that when it comes out. It has been a bit of a sleeper hit, I think. I think a lot of people are slowly starting to watch it, and I'm looking forward to talking to people with it once they've watched it. If you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know what you think The Bear is. What is this show really about on its deep subjective level? Because we're all different and we all have different experiences that lead to our own interpretation of film and media, right? Thank you. I've been Aiden. Like, comment, subscribe, do that thing, help out the algorithm, and hopefully you'll be getting more stuff like this very soon. Thank you. Goodbye.